Jasmine, can you answer question 4?
Yesterday the sun was
Life has a funny habit of ignoring our plans. It doesn't knock. It doesn't ask for permission. One ordinary day, everything can change forever. This is the second episode of #The Stepfather Everything Changes. That was the day 12-year-old Jasmine stood beneath a gray sky, watching the rain fall as people gathered to say goodbye to her father, the man who had always made the world feel safe. His smile remained frozen forever in a photograph surrounded by white flowers. But outside that picture, nothing would ever be the same again. As the coffin slowly disappeared into the ground, Jasmine didn't cry. She simply stood there, holding tightly onto her father's old handkerchief as if it were the last piece of him left in the world. Sometimes grief becomes so heavy that even tears decide they're not strong enough to come out. Everyone surrounded Amma with comforting hugs and kind words, but Jasmine quietly slipped away. Some kinds of pain are simply too big for company. When night finally arrived, the silence followed her home. The walls hadn't moved. The furniture was exactly where it had always been. Even the old clock continued ticking as if nothing had happened. Honestly, clocks can be terribly insensitive sometimes. Without her father's laughter filling the rooms, the house suddenly felt much bigger and much lonelier. The next morning, breakfast arrived right on schedule. Unfortunately, nobody's appetite did. Amma tried her best to smile, while Jasmine quietly pushed her food around the plate as if the rice had personally offended her. A mother's heart has one of the hardest jobs in the world. It grieves for the person she lost, while trying to stay strong for the child who's still learning how to survive the loss. School wasn't much easier. The classroom buzzed with laughter, conversations, and the usual chaos that somehow only children can create before a lesson begins. Meanwhile, Jasmine stared out the window so deeply that if daydreaming were an Olympic sport, she might have brought home the gold medal. She could hear voices. She simply wasn't listening to the world anymore. Weeks slowly drifted by. Life kept moving even though Jasmine wished someone would press a giant pause button. Eventually, the neighborhood gathered for a cheerful community celebration. High-life music filled the air. Children ran everywhere as though they had discovered an unlimited supply of energy. Food vendors proudly announced that their food was the best, which, according to every food vendor ever born, is always true. For the first time in weeks, Amma smiled. Not because life was suddenly perfect, but because hope has a strange way of arriving quietly. Standing nearby was Kwame, a calm, respectful man with an easy smile and the remarkable ability to make people feel comfortable without trying too hard. He also appeared to possess another rare talent, never turning down free food. Some superheroes wear capes, others simply know where the buffet is. As everyone enjoyed the celebration, Kwame noticed Jasmine sitting alone beneath a tree, quietly watching life happen from a distance. Instead of filling the silence with endless questions, he simply chose to sit nearby. Sometimes the kindest thing you can say is almost nothing at all. After a long moment, he attempted what could only be described as one of history's bravest comedy performances. The joke wasn't very funny. Actually, it was spectacularly terrible, the kind of joke that makes even crickets consider leaving the area. But something unexpected happened. The tiniest corner of Jasmine's mouth lifted, barely enough to call it a smile. Yet somehow, it was. And after weeks of silence, that tiny smile felt brighter than sunshine after a storm. Not far away, another pair of eyes happened to notice Jasmine. A cheerful boy carrying a stack of books looked in her direction and gave a friendly little wave. His name was Nathan. Everyone simply called him Nate. Jasmine hesitated for a moment, then quietly waved back. Neither of them realized it then. One awkward joke, one small wave, two ordinary moments were quietly introducing the people who would change each other's lives forever. Because sometimes the greatest friendships, and perhaps even the greatest love stories, don't begin with fireworks. They begin with kindness, with patience, with someone choosing to stay. End of episode 2. As the years pass, Jasmine slowly learns to laugh again, not because her pain disappears, but because one loyal friend refuses to let her carry it alone. Their friendship grows through classrooms, football fields, shared secrets, and countless ordinary moments, until everyone around them begins to notice what they cannot yet admit to themselves. Sometimes, the greatest love stories begin with two children simply choosing to sit together. If this episode touched your heart, subscribe for episode 3, Best Friends. Like, share, and tell us in the comments. Do you understand how Jasmine is feeling? And if you were in her shoes, would it be easy to accept another man as your father?
Everything changes, seasons come and go. Even after heartbreak, flowers still will grow. Though we lose the ones we cherish, their love never fades away. It lies inside our memories, guiding every step we take. Everything changes, but kindness still remains. One gentle smile, one faithful friend can wash away the pain. When the world becomes unfamiliar and every dream feels far away, hold on, because sometimes the people who change your life forever are the ones who simply choose to stay.